Just 3 or 4 years ago, we were still doing, hard copy expense reports for 100 plus employees with receipts, and that was a mess.
It was all a lot of manual calculations. There were no good reports that came out of the system. It was very cumbersome.
To manage what we would call internally kind of special order inventory, so inventory that's ordered just for a job, so something we stock, our warehouse guy would create a new part number every time with a serialized number. It was an insanely manual process that included putting the customer's name directly into the stock item because we just did not have any flexibility in the old software.
I wasn't looking at the information that I needed and wanted to look at before we got Acumatica fully implemented because it was just too difficult to go get the information.
They were not looking at financial results until 2 weeks after the month. They didn't know how utilization was of their employees or their revenue pipeline that they will have. All of that information was very diversified. Each office location was like its own little company.
Before Acumatica, we had some issues with inventory and hard allocation wasn't there, a lot of manual processes.
Our system before Acumatica was basically a server-based system that required us to enter a new sales order for every service ticket that we had. That led to also having a filing cabinet full of paperwork that we would have to reference to see any type of history. It was just a mess to get from intake of the service call all the way to the billing process. There was also no calendar scheduling function. You're basically operating out of several different platforms all at once just to achieve one common goal. Now that we have Acumatica, it makes it easier to stay in one place to be as efficient as possible so we can achieve the goal of getting the customer taken care of and back up and running. Personally, I use the reporting functions of it to get just an overview of the department, where our ticket volume's at and how many orders we're invoicing a month.
Acumatica takes their customers' feedback seriously. So many things that we requested have worked their way into the product directly through the feedback that we've given. So Acumatica definitely wants their customers to be successful and works with them to make that happen.
The keys for me, with Acumatica, it's cloud-based, and that it ties our time, expense, and CRM together to help make our team members out in the field more efficient so they're not jumping to multiple systems to try and enter time and expense or do a hard copy expense report with multiple receipts. The ability to snap a photo of my receipt and it's right there attached. It's very efficient for me. I can do an expense report in 5 minutes.
I would say the biggest advantage to this system was the customization of it. The reports that came out were perfect.
The reporting in Acumatica is massive. Generic inquiries are the foundation of it all, and it's so easy to learn and build those and then push it to Power BI or back to just a dashboard using default visuals from Acumatica.
Acumatica has just given us a lot more control of our projects all across the board. Inventory, tracking technicians, which is a huge part of what we do, understanding the hours that we're bidding if they're effective, and being able to in real time see how those techs are doing on those jobs. And if we do see a job that has gone red, which is the hours are not going to hit budget, we can go out and kind of see what's going on and correct that rather than at the end of the job when you're looking at a potentially financial loss in that job.
Acumatica was configured for ISS to grow to $300 million, 4 or 5 times its size. Tremendous scalability. The system now is configured to grow, but is easily maintainable. It's very sustainable, the growth, and very low cost of ownership compared to other alternatives.